Welcome to the Lion's Den. My name's Robert Love. I'm a neuroscientist. I specialize in helping people prevent Alzheimer's disease with science. I'm a neuroscientist. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. Please consult your medical doctor before doing anything that affects your health. And I'm going to do my very best to give you the science, explain it in a simple way that you can take action on. And my goal is to really empower you with some information to get you started. Please do your own research before you do anything that affects your health. And I just want to give you the science so you can live a happier, healthier life. If you're just arriving, please put your first name and where you're from in the chat. This is the Lion's Den. We called it that because members are called evolving lions, which means you're here to evolve, you're here to grow. You want to love and support each other. This is a really loving, supportive community, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram or even on YouTube. People say really positive comments to each other. We pray for each other. And sometimes, so this is the vibe that we're trying to create here, a community of people all around the world, from Singapore to Saudi Arabia to San Francisco. And it's an honor to be here with you. And so welcome. And we got William with a whole bunch of fancy degrees posting from Texas. Hi, William. We got Omar from Saudi Arabia. Awesome. We got Debbie from Sedona to Saudi Arabia. We got Allie from Newark. We got Stephanie from Texas. We got Lisa from Texas. Instagram, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to touch you because I don't have a good setup for you. So I'm gonna try to not knock the phone over. We got Jasmine from Denver. Jasmine, I just lived in Boulder for a long while. That was great. That was like 8 years. I loved it. We got the M Cell. We got Pam from Little Rock. I spent a night in Little Rock once. Good restaurants there. All right, so today we are talking about heavy metals and Alzheimer's disease. We got Danielle from Los Angeles. We got Kansas City. We got Marlene from Houston. Kansas City, good football team this year. All right, please put your first name and where you're from in the chat. If you have questions about heavy metals, I'd love to answer them. And I'm going to be utilizing the internet to answer your questions if I don't know them or just to provide some scientific support. We got Kelly from Las Vegas. So here's what I want you to know about heavy metals. We got Nashville. Heavy metals can be found all over our environment. We live in a very industrialized world, whether you live in the country or whether you live in the city. According to just demographic data, we used to live primarily on farms in the United States, and now 90% of us live in cities. And so this matters because this means we're breathing in toxins in our environment. There's a lot of particulate matter in the air. There's toxins potentially in our water and on our food. So food, air, and water, we are potentially exposing ourselves to heavy metals, and this can have very important consequences on our brain health and our overall health. For example, if you look at Flint, Michigan, very unfortunate what's happened to the people there. They're exposed to dirty water, and no one's doing anything about it. The only thing I've done about it is frankly complain about it. So I'm not saying I've been helpful for the situation either, but the government of Michigan and the United States federal government has basically allowed the people of Flint, Michigan to continue to drink water that's harmful to their brain and bodies. And I strongly suspect, and I will make a very certain expectation guess that in the next 20 years, we're going to see very high levels of dementia, of Alzheimer's disease, of cancer, potentially of Parkinson's disease, from Flint, Michigan, just because of the massive exposure to unclean water. Fantastic, Ascar T-Flex. That's awesome. Poisons daily. Yes, I agree. Sadly, we're poisoned on a regular basis. And we might even be poisoned not from toxins and heavy metals, but just bad ingredients in our food. There are chemicals in our food. If you were on the live last night, which I suggest you watch. You can watch the replay on YouTube. There is so much on vape pens. There's so many nasty ingredients in vape pens. And some of these ingredients are approved by the FDA as generally recognized as safe, which is the best recommendation from the FDA. But that's for like eating them. That's not for smoking them. When you smoke something, I mean, so if you smoke something, that doesn't necessarily, if it's safe to eat. So sugar, for example. You can say sugar is generally recognized as safe, even though it's associated with an increase in inflammation and other chronic disease. But we'll say sugar is safe. It doesn't kill you right away. But if you smoke sugar, I think that's probably a bad idea. Please do not smoke sugar. I think breathing in sugar fumes of like smoked sugar would be a really bad idea. Interestingly, sugar is added to tobacco. And I read an article that said sugar is either the number one or number two most addictive thing in cigarettes. One of them, I believe, said it was the number one part of cigarettes, which meant it was actually more addictive than the nicotine in the cigarettes. I'll have to dredge up that article. That was really interesting. So sugar is actually added to commercial tobacco in some form, and that increases the addictiveness of it, which is really fascinating. So I don't recommend. It's really interesting because you have these components added to vaping, added to e-cigarettes, and some people are smoking these things or vaping these things because they want the experience of nicotine. Yet they're taking in potential toxins that might not exist in traditional tobacco. Please don't smoke regular tobacco. I think that's a really bad idea. And please don't vape. There's now emerging evidence that vaping might even be more dangerous because of these additive ingredients. So it's a really dangerous world out there as far as food additives. Now, I think this is a great time to be alive. I mean, I'm talking to people in Saudi Arabia and people in Texas at the same time for free. That's really cool. So this is a great time to be alive. That painting behind me, wherever I'm pointing, that painting right there, that's from an artist in North Korea. His name's Min Jae Lee. I've been able to speak with him over email. That's amazing. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do that 20 years ago, and a friend of mine introduced us. And so, what a blessing! I can communicate with one of my favorite living artists, and I can talk to you for free here on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. What a blessing! And YouTube storing this, so you can go back and watch this. It's a great time to be alive. And it's also a scary time to be alive because of the many threats to our health. Okay, so let me see what questions we got here. So Instagram, feel free to chime in if you have any questions. And if you missed the live yesterday, I recommend you rewatch that. A lot of nasty things in e-cigarettes, like potentially formaldehyde. There was I now forget what they are. What are they? Are the dangerous ingredients? Guess what comes up when I search what are the dangerous ingredients in? It comes up what are the dangerous ingredients in sunscreen. That's interesting. And there are some hormone blockers in most sunscreens. We can get to that later. That's actually pretty relevant to heavy metal exposure. What are the dangerous ingredients in vape pens? This is according to the Surgeon General of the United States. Oh, right. Heavy metals, nickel, tin, lead. Lead can be found. Lead was found in a number of e-cigarettes. That's really, really scary to me. I don't think lead's found in traditional tobacco. I don't recommend smoking tobacco, but gosh darn it, be careful with those e-cigarettes. There's also diacetyl. So diacetyl, I think was banned in the United Kingdom. Was diacetyl? Can I spell that? Diacetyl. Diacetyl. Banned in UK. I think it was banned in the United Kingdom in 2016. Yep. This is an article from 2018 that says it was banned. I think I read last night it's banned in 2016. So Europe, United Kingdom, has banned one of these ingredients that is generally recognized as safe in the United States. And e-cigarettes might have heavy metals like lead. I read that in a number of different articles. So really concerning. And that's supposed to be the healthier option. Goodness gracious. Aspartame is another great example. Who remembers when aspartame was thought to be healthy? Diet soda was thought to be healthy. This was like in the 80s and in the 90s. In the mid 2000s, people started understanding that diet soda was actually worse. And you could survey people and they will say, yes, diet soda is actually more dangerous. And that's what we find in the research. Consuming diet soda is more associated with diabetes than regular soda. So if you're going to have one, your body understands sugar. Now, high fructose corn syrup is even worse than sugar. It'd be great if they just used sugar. By the way, there's this town in Texas. I went to the University of Texas. That's where I went to grad school. Go Longhorns. And I was part of a group that was really kind of fanatical about sports, in particular football. And so we were traveling for football, and we went through the small town. And my friend said, "Hey, we got to stop here, and you got to get a Dr. Pepper here." Why? Well, because they use regular sugar here. You can really taste the difference. I had the Dr. Pepper there. It was so good. It was so good. Interestingly, I heard this on a podcast. They did a study and they looked at the people in that town versus the rest of Texas. So that town basically had sugar in their sodas. Other places in Texas had high fructose corn syrup. Guess who had higher rates of diabetes? Everywhere else in Texas. So basically similar population as far as demographics, and the people in this town, because they were just drinking sugar soda and not not high fructose corn syrup soda, they had lower rates of diabetes and obesity, significantly lower. Isn't that cool? Um, cool and sad. I mean, I wish all soda companies would just simply stop using high fructose corn syrup and just use sugar. I mean, sugar's cheap enough, for crying out loud. I mean, you go to the store, how cheap is a bag of sugar? Let's look this up. I know this isn't directly related to heavy metals, but let's just see how cheap a pound of sugar is. How much is a pound of sugar? Anyone want to guess? Drop that in the chat. How much do you think a pound of sugar is? Instagram, there's 10 of you. I want at least three answers from you. How much does a pound of sugar cost? Oh my gosh. I got $3, $2.28, $5, no more than $5. Average retail price for a pound of granulated sugar in the United States in 2019 was 59 cents. 59 cents a pound. Can you imagine what a large soda company would pay for the price for a pound of sugar? Can you imagine what it would cost them? Like a penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, 10 cents. Oh my gosh. How many cans of soda can you make with a pound of sugar? This is another question. How much sugar is in a 12-ounce can of soda? All right, anyone want to guess? How about that? How many teaspoons or how many grams? Let's do teaspoons. So think a teaspoon. You know what a teaspoon looks like. How many teaspoons of sugar are in a 12-ounce can of soda? 16 teaspoons, Deb. Do you know how much sugar that is? That's so much. A quarter cup? Those are such big numbers. Y'all are crazy. That like a quarter cup would be the entire can. Oh my gosh. 12, 14, 23 grams is a good guess. 12 teaspoons? I think those are huge numbers. 35 grams? You're very, very close. It's 39 grams. Let me see how many teaspoons. 10 teaspoons. That's outrageous. 10 teaspoons? Like that's so much. Can you imagine making like a drink, like making like a glass and then adding 10 teaspoons? 1, 2. So I'm going to do this one time live. I'm going to take a bag of sugar. I'm just going to scoop 10 teaspoons. I'm going to say that's a soda can. And people drink multiple of those. That's crazy. If you're just arriving, please enter your first name or where you're from in the chat. If you just learned something, give a like or thumbs up or give me a roar. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of these soda cans. Oh my gosh. 10 teaspoons of sugar. That doesn't seem like a lot, Rosie girl. Well, here's what you do. Go into your kitchen, grab a bag of sugar, grab a cup, a 12-ounce cup, and grab a teaspoon and scoop 10. And tell me if you think that's a lot of sugar to consume for a drink, for one drink, for a beverage. Tell me. Sammy, you were drinking 15 a day? Oh my goodness. It's lucky you're alive. We got Cindy from Illinois, Heather from New Hampshire. Mountain Dew has more. I can only imagine. Uric acid builds up with gout. Yeah. We got Dina from Oklahoma. Hi, Dina. So this is terrifying. So there's so many potential toxins in our food, and sugar isn't even. I mean, sugar is relatively safe compared to these other potential things. The M-Cell, $5 a pound. That would be very expensive sugar. Victoria, you're with me. Good to know. The M-Cell hasn't drank sugar in years. That's a really good thing. I haven't drank soda in a very long time. I'm just really scared of it. By the way, soda is really, really bad. It's not just because of the amount of sugar, it's the lack of fiber. So that amount of sugar would be much better for you if it accompanied like the fruit that came with it. So if you were to eat 10 teaspoons of sugar by eating a bunch of apples, how many apples would it require to get 10 teaspoons of sugar? That'd be interesting. I'll see if I can find that answer. But if you were to eat a bunch of apples, at least you'd have the fiber, and that slows down the absorption, the digestion. That's a real big deal. If you have a bunch of sugar without fiber, that your insulin goes way through the roof, your blood glucose goes way through the roof, and your body freaks out. It's actually quite dangerous. High blood sugar is dangerous. It will damage if your blood sugar does not come down, if your body is not able to bring down your blood sugar, that will hurt your brain, that will hurt your organs, that will hurt your tissues, that will hurt your arteries. If you're not able to bring it down over a long period of time, you will die. Very, very dangerous. And so it's not just like, oh, high blood sugar, whatever, it's calories. No, high blood sugar is dangerous. Your body very tightly regulates your blood sugar. Yes, stevia and monk fruit sugar are 0 calorie and are very safe. There's now research to show that erythritol, let me look this up. Erythritol news. So erythritol is a sweetener that I was using for years that I really liked. It's a sugar alcohol. It has 0 calories, and it was like a 1-to-1 replacement for sugar. It was great. Who used erythritol? I used it in chocolate. I used it in desserts. A lot of keto desserts have erythritol. It's really great. Now, research just came out. This is the Wall Street Journal from 3 days ago that erythritol may not be safe. Here it is. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Are artificial sweeteners bad for you? New worries about link to strokes and heart attacks. Now, I would submit to you, I believe that erythritol, I need to look at the data first before I make this conclusion. I'm guessing erythritol is safer than sugar because it doesn't spike your blood sugar. In a latest study published in February in the Journal of Nature Medicine, Cleveland Clinic researchers, by the way, the Cleveland Clinic is a very well-respected medical clinic, or it's kind of like a hospital in Cleveland. They found that the 0 calorie sweetener erythritol, so not all 0 calorie sweeteners, but specifically erythritol, increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Let me see if I can read this paper. So I don't want to read the summary. Okay, so I found the paper. It's in, oh, don't take me to it. It's in nature.com. Here we are. Okay. This paper is in Nature Medicine. So this is from like the journal Nature, but it's Nature Medicine. It's called the Artificial Sweetener Erythritol and Cardiovascular Event. It's got like 10 authors. Marco Witkowski is author number 1. And this is published online February 27th. So let me read this abstract really quickly. And let me see if I can see what they're saying. So they looked at a number of different studies, and I'm going to read to you the final sentence. Our findings revealed that erythritol is both associated with incident MACE, which stands for, which includes death or non-fatal myocardial infarction or stroke, risk, and fosters enhanced thrombosis. So what is thrombosis? Thrombosis is coagulation or clotting of blood in the circulatory system. So your consumption of erythritol is associated with an increased risk of heart attack, stroke, and blood clotting. Now, I'm not an expert in this subject matter, and so it would take me a while to be able to read this paper and to understand how they did this. Let me see. I wonder if they can, I want to know a percentage. How much does this increase risk of stroke? Let me see if I can find that. They also say our findings suggest we need further studies examining the effect of this. Yeah, I would need to spend more time with this. So according to this article, consumption of erythritol increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and blood clotting. We don't know how much. Aspartame is awful, Beetle Bailey. It is just awful. Aspartame messes with your insulin cycle. Aspartame is associated with diabetes and obesity, and it's extremely toxic. Aspartame, I think, breaks down into formaldehyde. Let me verify that. Does aspartame break down into formaldehyde? Does aspartame break down into formaldehyde? On ingestion, aspartame is broken down into aspartic acid, methyl ester, and phenylalanine in the gut wall. The methyl ester is subsequently converted into methanol, which is oxidized to formaldehyde and formic acid. So aspartame eventually becomes formaldehyde, and this is medscape.com. And the title of this article is Formaldehyde, Aspartame, and Migraines, a Possible Connection. So aspartame, if you don't know, is the most complained about or the most negative side effects, has more negative side effect reports than any other food additive in the United States. Really, really bad. Yes, create happy Mondays. You said it exactly right. Artificial sweeteners are poisonous. Stevia and monk fruit are good. I would agree with that. I might not say poisonous. I might say potentially harmful, but yes, I agree. The artificial stuff, the aspartame, the sucralose, the equal. What are the three? The artificial sweeteners. Aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin. Saccharin, aspartame, and sucralose. Those generally are not good. Also, acesulfame potassium. Gosh, that's hard to say. So let's read about the cancer institutes of these. Boy, and so the topic for today is about heavy metals in the air, in the water, in the food, and then just the sweeteners in the food. Goodness gracious, you got to watch out for these. Okay, so this is really bad. The National Cancer Institute is doing very poor journalism here. Here's what they say. 6 artificial sweeteners are approved as food additives in the United States by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA. These are saccharin, aspartame, acesulfame potassium, sucralose, neotame, and advantame. Before approving these sweeteners, FDA reviewed numerous safety studies that were conducted on each sweetener to identify possible health problems. That is true. The next sentence is not true. The results of these studies showed no evidence that these sweeteners can cause cancer or other harms in people. That is patently false regarding aspartame. There were many studies showing evidence that aspartame could contribute to cancer and other problems. In fact, this is how bad it was. This was all in a documentary about aspartame. The aspartame. It's not a conspiracy, but there were people at high levels of government and high levels of the company Searle, Searle, who made aspartame to cover up the negative things about it. So what happened was they gave aspartame. First of all, they gave aspartame to monkeys with milk, and milk was supposed to slow the absorption. These monkeys had grand mal seizures. Grand mal seizure means like kind of rapid onset and like pretty severe. That's a grand mal seizure. So aspartame caused grand mal seizures in monkeys. That's a problem. And then in rats, in the animal studies, it caused a massive amount of tumors. And so the initial report that was handed to the FDA, or that was going to be for the FDA, said, there's all these tumors in these rats, and they said, oh, we can't do that. And so what they did was they went back to the rat bodies, cut out the tumors, and then every single tumor was downgraded in this report. And so every tumor, they're like, no, that's actually not a tumor. And what they did was they cut it out. This was so bad that the company was under review by the FDA for like fraudulent science. It was a huge charge against them. Like, this is a really, really big deal. They were being indicted, and it was a big deal. Reagan gets elected. Reagan appoints Donald Rumsfeld, who you'll remember as Secretary of Defense under George W. Bush. He appoints Donald Rumsfeld as head of something. It's not head of the FDA. It was head of something that oversaw that. And then Rumsfeld appointed a new head of the FDA. And then within 6 months, the charges were dropped against this company for really awful science practices, fraudulent science of cutting out tumors, of lying in their scientific report to try to get this stuff approved. Hi, Karina. And what happened was, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there looking at the comments. And so what happened was this company was being indicted for fraudulent science. And within 6 months, those charges were dropped and aspartame was approved for use with humans. So it went from, we're going to put people in jail for fraudulent science around aspartame because it's so dangerous, to we're going to prove aspartame for cookies and snack cakes. And then within a year or two, it was approved for diet sodas. And that's how it got going. And so this cancer.gov, National Cancer Institute, this is I don't know if they know this, but that's extremely not true. And there's so much evidence to show this. It is the most complained about food additive ever. And it still has the best recommendation from the FDA, which is generally recognized as safe. That's the nicest thing the FDA can say about your food additive. But it's not. I don't recommend aspartame for anyone. It's a real bad deal. Yes, my hair is in a ponytail. Thank you, Karina. Okay, so that's about aspartame. So if you're just arriving, please put your first name and where you're from in the chat. I love you too, Phyllis. And then if you have any questions about heavy metals or sweeteners, let me know. Can you see the back of it? Okay, 3, 2, 1. There you go. That's the back of the ponytail. Yeah, it's interesting. So the sugar industry is really bad, right? I was reading this book, like The Truth About Sugar. I wish I remember the name. So if you remember Monica Lewinsky from the Bill Clinton era, Bill Clinton was on the phone with one of the big sugar companies about how it was about national forests and how the sugar companies were going to have to pay to clean some stuff up. And Monica remembers this conversation. So the president of the United States is on the phone with the head of a big sugar company talking about not having them have to pay taxes to clean up their stuff. So the sugar lobby, massive influence. And the crazy thing is, actual sugar, that's way better than high fructose corn syrup, than aspartame, than sucralose, and then what's the last one? Saccharin. I would choose regular sugar over those any day of the week. And I would choose cane sugar over genetically modified beet sugars, which is what most of the sugar is in the United States. Regular cane sugar, it's not great for you, but it ain't bad compared to this other stuff. Regular sugar cane actually has magnesium. Unfortunately, a lot of the processing of sugar takes out the nutrients in sugar cane. Let me read to you the nutrients in sugar cane. I was fascinated to see that sugarcane actually has nutrients, and then we actually take those out. It'd be great if we added nutrients to sugar. Wouldn't that be great if you had like sugar and you, Phyllis, I already showed you the back of it. Don't push your luck there, babe. I mean, I put my hair up for a reason, because some people don't want to hear science from someone with long hair. I get that. So I keep it up like this. So no, I'm not going to take it down. Thank you for asking, but I did give you a sneak peek of the ponytail. So be grateful for what you get. All right. So what is the nutrient profile of sugarcane? Question mark. Coconut sugar is better. Are there health benefits to cane sugar? This is on WebMD. Phyllis, I'm only teasing you. Let's say what minerals are in sugarcane? Major components are ammonium, phosphorus, sulfur, potassium, magnesium, calcium, zinc, manganese, copper, and iron. Wow. Listen to all those one more time. Hey, Randy. I haven't seen you in a while. Listen to these things that are in sugar cane: phosphorus, sulfur, potassium, magnesium, calcium, zinc, manganese, copper, and iron. Now, a lot of those are filtered out, but sugarcane actually has some stuff in it. All right, Instagram, you've been quiet for a while. How y'all doing? So Kelly, you've asked this a couple of times. So silver fillings. So silver fillings are made of mercury. I just gave a talk to the Boston University School of Dentistry about the connection between mouth health and Alzheimer's disease. And I told them, I said, hey, do you still do mercury fillings? They said, yes, we do. I said, okay, I don't think you want to do those because installing them as a dentist exposes you to the risk of like your breathing stuff. And then the person who has them installed, who has them put in, they're constantly getting a low level dose of mercury. And this is a 200-year-old technology. I think mercury fillings are 200 years old. How old are mercury fillings? (1819). So I was right. So actually 204 years old. A mercury-based dental amalgam filling was invented by English chemist Bell. In 1926, the mercury filling was first used in England and France. In 1930, it was first used in the United States. Numerous harmful side effects were soon widely reported. This is an article, A Brief History of Amalgams. So fillings are amalgams in www.toothbythelake.net. So this is a 200-year-old technology that is still taught in dental schools today. And it's harmful to dentists who install mercury fillings. It's harmful to dentists who remove mercury fillings, and it's harmful to you, patients who get mercury fillings. Mercury are also referred to as silver fillings. So I don't recommend those for anyone. There are other safe alternatives. Safe alternatives to mercury fillings include composite resin. I think those are the best. Composite resin. Another thing you can do is you can go to a biologic dentist, and a biologic dentist will give you some healthy options. If you can afford it, I really recommend a biologic dentist. It's worth the money. I know a lot of us skimp on our dental health, and think about your teeth like bones. They're made of similar material, and you use your teeth a lot. By the way, losing a tooth significantly increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Every single tooth you lose increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease. So you don't want to lose any. So you really want to take care of your teeth. And so it's worth spending more money, a couple $100s or so, to take care of your teeth with a really good dentist. Prevention is actually the very best thing. So buy a really good floss. I bought this new floss. Check this out. It's called Eco Roots Bamboo Floss. I showed 3 different cameras this. So it's called ECO Roots Bamboo Floss. This was like $20. I was like, $20 for floss? What the hell? But I got this. And so the reason I got this is that this floss is supposed to have more grip to it. It's going to hopefully be able to remove more plaque. Dr. David Perlmutter said if he could talk to his former self, he would have his younger self floss more. So flossing, really good idea. Pet parent, I'm sorry to hear that you're addicted to sugar. Start slowly to get off of it. So that's what I have on dental fillings. So save up your money. If you do Starbucks regularly or you get coffee regularly, find a way to put aside $1, $2, or $3 a day, and save up a couple $100 to see a biologic dentist rather than just the cheapest dentist available. And I get it. When I didn't have much money, I was going on Groupon and getting the $50 cleaning, which actually isn't bad. I didn't find any bad dentists doing the $50 cleaning. So you can go to Groupon, find someone inexpensive in your town, and get a cheap cleaning and x-rays. And then if you have cavities and you choose to get them filled, go to a biologic dentist. Don't skip on that. Don't go to the cheapest person to fill your fillings. Bad idea. Go to one of the most expensive people you can find who's going to do a really, really good job. You don't want a bad filling. You want a really good filling. You want to take care of that like you're going to use this thing for the next 30 years. So please invest in your fillings, invest in your dental health. Oh, I'm sorry. So Jackie on Instagram just went to the dentist and it was not good. I'm sorry, Jackie. Tinkerbell, I'm frozen. I was frozen on TikTok yesterday. I guess the house just doesn't have enough bandwidth for 3 like live streams. I wonder how Tony Robbins does it. He streams it like to so many people. Okay, let's look at the comments here. I'm 63 comments behind. I'm glad you have 2 good teeth too. Nakolatar 74. Cindy for Faith, you use the Eco Roots bamboo floss. How do you like it? I've only used it once so far. Thank you, Cat Clack. What is the reason between tooth loss and Alzheimer's disease? So the data doesn't say. So this is North Coast girl. Her answer is why. So why does losing a tooth increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease? I can speculate. By the way, let's get some guesses. Why do you think if someone loses a tooth, that increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease? I want to see guesses on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube if you're on there. Who's on there? There's 2 of you on there. Any guesses as to why losing a tooth would increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease? I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. These aren't seconds. These are my countings. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's see what people have here. Lack of nutrition. Yeah, can't chew. Exactly. It's spiritual. That's interesting. Calcium. Germs in the blood. Bacteria. Yeah. Yeah, these are great questions. These are great ideas. Nutrition, bacteria. Yeah, all of them could be. Less sociable. Yeah, exactly, pet parent. So if I lose this front tooth, am I going to be embarrassed about that? Yeah. Am I going to be less likely to smile? Yes. Am I going to notice when people look at me strange when I smile and I'm missing a tooth? Yes. So I'm going to my social interaction is going to be different. Number 1. Number 2, is that going to impair my ability to chew food? Yes. Am I going to chew less vegetables? Yes. That's a problem. Am I going to eat less fruits like apples? Probably. Does that increase the risk of bad bacteria getting into my gums and getting into my brain? Probably. So all these things are associated with that. Totally, John Edmonds. Absolutely. And so you really want to take action now to keep all of your teeth. Very, very good idea to do whatever you can to keep your teeth. They allow you to eat healthy foods that require chewing, and you look and feel better when you can smile and you don't have any missing teeth. So do whatever you can to not have missing teeth. So Molly, opinion on Prevagen. I'll just be really frank with you. Prevagen sucks. Prevagen is awful. Prevagen is being sued by the FDA, or excuse me, FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, for false claims. They're claiming Prevagen helps people prevent Alzheimer's and improves memory. No, it doesn't. It does not do that. There are no clinical trials that I've found that suggest that their active ingredient is actually good for the brain. And here's the messed up part. There are many great supplements that are great for the brain. I'll give you some. Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon improves memory in healthy adults, also protects the brain from inflammation, also helps regulate blood sugar. Great things. Ceylon cinnamon. Number 2, curcumin. Curcumin helps reduce the accumulation of plaque in the brain, even removes plaque in the brain, reduces inflammation. Great for your brain health. What's the other one? Bacopa. Bacopa is great for the brain. Bacopa improves memory in people with early stage Alzheimer's disease. Lion's mane. Lion's mane is great for the brain. Lion's mane increases the ability to grow new brain cells, new neural connections, increases neuroplasticity. It reduces inflammation and protects the brain from inflammation. Also helps improve the immune system, improves sleep, improves memory, on and on. And those are 4 off the top of my head. Prevagen sucks. No data behind Prevagen. Those people are getting sued. And I hope it serves as a warning to people to not make false claims. And it's not even necessary. If they just use that marketing on Ceylon cinnamon or curcumin or Bacopa or lion's mane, I'd be all for it. If Prevagen were like lion's mane and Bacopa, I'd be like, yeah, Prevagen rocks. Good data. But they chose to use some weird thing that's not helpful. It's really frustrating to me. And then the news media picks up on like, hey, this new drug got fast tracked by the FDA, and it's an Alzheimer's drug. Yippee! And then you look at it, and it's like it slows down the progress by like 1% or 5% or 10%, which is tiny, right? Ceylon cinnamon is going to do better than that. And it's really frustrating to me. It's I don't want to say that. I'd say it's more entertaining in a motivating way that the media picks up on these things that make no difference when there are many healthy things that do make a difference. Exercise is a bigger difference. I mean, you want to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease? Start exercising. Sleep. You want to reduce your risk of Alzheimer's? Get better sleep. Have better relationships. So I learned this from Andrew Huberman and Karina. No, I do not know Andrew Huberman. Yeah, red taffeta petticoat. Yeah, tell us how you feel. Yeah, Prevagen sucks. And I'm not happy with them. And I'm not happy with the TV stations that have allowed them to advertise. And I'm not happy with the celebrities who are advertising unhealthy stuff. So I saw an advertisement today with Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller. Who remembers Reggie Miller from the Indiana Pacers? Really cool guy, really nice guy. A role model for many people who watched him. And he's on television advertising Wendy's. I saw this today and I looked at my dad. I said, Dad, what the hell is Reggie Miller doing advertising Wendy's? He's a healthy guy. He's a former professional athlete. People look up to him for health stuff. He's advertising fast food. Does he need that money? That's totally messed up. And I think, I don't think it's something we should tolerate anymore. Why is it okay that Reggie Miller advertises Wendy's? Is anyone else upset by this? Like, why is it okay for a professional athlete to sell us stuff that's unhealthy? And then who watched the Super Bowl commercials with the diet soda? It was Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller was and Steve Martin. Was it Steve Martin with the white hair? They both did ads for diet soda with aspartame, which is not good for you. Do they need the gosh darn money? Goodness gracious, they're advertising soda that hurts people. Do they really need the money that badly? Yeah, Jimmy's music. I mean, why is it okay that these people with a ton of money are taking more money from for products that hurt people? That's just upsetting. And so I'm doing my best to be very careful on things. I say, hey, I like this. Hey, this is a sponsor of the show. Buy this. This is really good. I'm doing my best, and I'm not rich at this point. I'm doing okay. I'm not complaining about my finances. I'm not Steve Martin. I'm not Reggie Miller. I'm not Ben Stiller. And I'm not taking money from Wendy's saying go shop at Wendy's. It's or go buy this diet soda. It's really upsetting to me that these rich people are taking money to sell things that hurt people. And I think it's time that we as a society say, no, screw that person. That's not cool. Especially when they are a role model for poor people and people of color. So if I were to see, I don't know who the example would be. I love LeBron James, by the way. He's been such a good role model. Let's say if Michael Jordan started, and by the way, he loves cigars. If Michael Jordan came on and started doing cigar commercials that were, we can't advertise tobacco, but if he started doing commercials for, let's say, beer, I would be extremely upset. And I would say, hey, this is not okay that he does this. And especially because of how many, young black men look up to Michael Jordan or look up to these professional athletes. It's not okay to tell young black kids, yes, start drinking. That's cool. That's not okay. It's not okay to tell that to any population, but especially role models for those groups. It's really upsetting. Okay, that's my rant about rich people taking advertising money for things that are bad. M-Cell, great guesses about bad bacteria. I'm glad you're here. The M-Cell, try taking your lion's mane. That should help you sleep. And then turn off then put your blue blockers on. All right. What are you talking about? LeBron socially irresponsible. LeBron has been from my understanding, he's been really good. Like from what I've seen, I don't watch television, so I don't see him in commercials. From what I've understood, LeBron's been really good. And he stayed married to this. I think he's got really good family values. I think LeBron has stayed married to the same person all these years. Ask Tiger Woods how difficult that is. Okay, Jackie, because the companies are using these people to promote their products. Yes. Woo! Yes, and it's not okay. It's not okay for role models to take money and sell products that hurt people. I don't think that's okay. I know it's a free market. You can do what you want, but I don't think that's reasonable. Pet parent, I received my Roar Lion's Mane today. Taking one capsule a night for no, take two. So you just say Lion's Mane. I'm guessing you got my Lion's Mane. No, where is it? Here it is. So my Lion's Mane, the dose is 2. So if you're going to take this for sleep, take 2 of these, not just one, and take it an hour or 2 before bed. Pet parent, you can also watch this. You can watch the replay on YouTube, so you don't need to stay up. All right. If you're just arriving, please put your first name, where you're from in the chat. Questions, comments, concerns. I come here for the comedy. Thank you. So someone's asked me twice this opinion on hookup culture. I need a better, I need more information than that. When I was in college, my opinion would be different than it is today. Let's all be kind. I agree. And let's all care for each other like we're all related, because we are. And every human being on this planet shares a ton of DNA. So we're all related in that way. And you can always say we're all related in a spiritual way as well. And we all share the same home, which is planet Earth, which is a wonderful place. And so we're related genetically. We're all the same family. We're the same species, and we share the same home. It'd be a really good idea if we cared for each other like we're family. And that means influential people don't advertise things that are harmful to other people. It also means that large companies don't sell things and advertise things that are harmful to people. And news companies don't run stories that aren't exceptionally true, so that aren't backed up by the data, and or don't run stories that cause people to buy prescription drugs. I was watching this article. I was watching Fox News today. My dad was watching Fox News, and I just listened to the headline. It said, coming up, the story of this important pharmaceutical drug and why you aren't able to get it. And I just paused. I said, Dad, did you hear that? The headline of this news story is, there's an important drug you need and you can't get it, probably because government regulation. That's generally Fox's, certainly with Democrats in power, Fox's angle is the government's getting in the way. And I don't necessarily disagree with that. Pharmaceutical companies are one of the largest advertisers on network television. I don't know if they're the largest or not, but you will see a lot of pharmaceutical drugs advertised on network television. The United States and New Zealand are the only 2 countries that allow advertising on television of pharmaceutical drugs. Let me verify that. What countries allow pharmaceutical ads? GoodRx.com says the United States and New Zealand are the only 2 countries in the world where the direct-to-consumer advertising of prescription drugs is legal. So what's the result of that? A bunch of ads on television are directed at you to buy pharmaceutical drugs. We're one of 2 countries that allow that. I don't know why New Zealand allows that. So what happens? Now you got these media stations that get a bunch of ad revenue from pharmaceutical companies. Now, what kind of stories are those media companies going to run? So if I'm Fox News and let's say 30% of my ad budget comes from pharmaceutical companies, what kind of stories am I going to run? Am I going to run the story why pharmaceutical drugs are necessary and why the government is making it difficult for you to get it? Or am I going to run the story, hey, this pharmaceutical drug has a bunch of side effects. You might want to be careful before taking it. Which story are you going to run? You're going to run the story, pharmaceutical drugs are great, and the government's making them expensive for you. And you want the government getting out of healthcare because you need to get your drugs. And it's your right to get these drugs, and the government's getting in the way, and that's not right. It's increasing costs, and on, right? And that's the angle that they're running. And then you might go to another station, and it'll be and it'll talk about pharmaceutical drugs. So it's really messed up, in my opinion. Rainbow Maker, today is my birthday. Woot, send presents. So Rainbow Maker, what would you like? You can ask a question, I'll answer it. We can say a prayer for you. What would you like? We can sing and dance for you. It's all about money. Yes, and that's going to break. So if you're a sugar company, or if you're a food company and you're using high fructose corn syrup in your products and you're doing that to make money, at some point, a majority of the population is going to be sick with obesity, diabetes, and low IQ. Now, the stock owners and executives of this company may like the money at first. I don't think they want to live in a society where over 50% of children are obese and diabetic, and over 50% of the population is obese and diabetic, and people have impaired cognitive function because of eating too much high fructose corn syrup. So they're going to go to the dry cleaner, and the person who's helping them do their dry cleaning is going to be potentially impaired because their brain's not getting the right kind of energy, or it wasn't getting the right kind of energy during development, or their brain is inflamed because of all the sugar and high fructose corn syrup. So eating a ton of sugar can impair mental performance. And if you do it chronically, it can really impair mental performance. So I don't think anyone wants to live in the world where a majority of the population is sick and impaired cognitively. I don't think anyone wants to live there. And that's where this is going to go if something doesn't change. Hopefully it does. Laura Lynn Dyer will be away, going to get to listen to that. All right, you all have your own conversation on YouTube. I'm not able to pick up on that. All right, let's see about our birthday girl. What does she say? Rainbow Maker, what would you like? It's a bad situation. I agree. Happy birthday, A188. Oh, that was like 2 days ago. Rainbow Maker, you'd like a prayers. What would you like prayers for? And then A188, if you'd like a birthday prayer, or if you'd like to answer a question, or you want to see me dance, totally happy to do that. Oh, wait, thank you so much. And or we can celebrate you. If you want to drop something that you've been working on, that'd be great. Frankie, I want to order Roar. The site says Dr. Loves. Is that the right one? Yes. RoarLionsMane.com. And you'll also see my picture on it. This is not a wedding ring. This is an Oura ring that monitors my sleep. Is it necessary to take medication in type 2 diabetes? You want to talk to your medical doctor. I take metformin. I'm not a type 2 diabetic. I take that for longevity purposes. And I don't know what's right for you. Please consult your medical doctor. You can, or I don't want to say you, people, other humans have gotten off their type 2 diabetes drugs, and they have reversed their insulin insensitivity. So they've reversed their problem with insulin by going on a ketogenic diet or a whole foods plant-based diet. Both of these will work, by the way. So if you go whole foods plant-based diet, that's like super healthy vegan. That's like vegan that's eating vegetables and fruits and legumes and taking important supplements. If you're vegan, ideally you're taking supplements of protein from plants, iron, selenium, choline, and B complex. So you want to take those supplements if you're vegan, generally speaking. So if you do a really good vegan diet of whole foods, like foods that come from the ground, fruits and vegetables primarily, that works really, really well. The other way to do it is to do a really healthy keto diet, like a paleo keto. So I'm not saying, eat a pound of butter. If you do butter, do grass-fed butter. And I'm not saying eat a bunch of bacon. I don't think that's necessarily healthy, but you can do a healthy keto diet with avocados and olive oil and MCT oil and grass-fed butter and grass-fed beef, grass-fed lamb, sardines, a lot of vegetables, berries as fruits, and that can help reverse insulin insensitivity as well. Either one of those will be helpful. Laughter is a great medicine. I agree. Okay, let's see. Let's see what these evolving lions would like. Yeah, eggs are great too. So this is a great question. JC is me 99. You take metformin for longevity. How does that work? So metformin, listen to this research. So you got two groups. Group A has diabetes. Group B does not. Group A takes metformin. Group B does not. Who lives longer? The group with diabetes and metformin lives longer than the group who does not have diabetes. That's crazy. That means if you want to live long and you can only get metformin if you have diabetes, you want to get diabetes so you can get metformin so you can live longer. Now, I'm not saying do that, but that's how powerful this drug is. It's been available since the 1970s. There's a ton of research on it. So people who take metformin and have diabetes live longer than those who don't have metformin. They also, or don't have diabetes, they also have less rates of Alzheimer's disease. Really, really interesting. How it works is metformin lowers blood sugar. It increases, it kind of helps push glucose into cells. And so it lowers blood sugar. And that helps with longevity. It also helps stress the mitochondria. It's called, the idea is hormesis. Hormesis is like a healthy stress. Exercise is a healthy stress, for example. Cold exposure is a healthy stress. Hot exposure, sauna is a healthy stress. All these work on the principle of hormesis, that a healthy amount of stress is good for us. And so metformin stresses our mitochondria, so they have to work healthier, and sometimes so they need to reproduce, replicate, so we have more healthy mitochondria. And so those are two of the primary mechanisms by which metformin can help improve health in healthy people, as well as those with type 2 diabetes. Does ROAR help with memory and focus? Yes. Yes, Frankie Bella Floyd. My lion's mane can help with memory and focus and sleep. Thoughts on erythritol? Yeah, tidal depiglotis. We just talked about erythritol. There's a study that came out that shows that erythritol consumption is associated with increased risk of heart attack, stroke, and blood clotting. I don't know how much the risk is, but that's worth considering. So the sweeteners I like are monk fruit sugar, stevia, and allulose. Allulose, I think, is going to be the big sweetener. The reason is it's a 1-to-1 replacement for sugar, and it actually helps people lose weight. There was a study in Korea of obese people, and those given allulose lost 2 to 3 pounds over 3 months compared to the placebo group, who did not lose any weight. Now, this is a sugar, mind you. They're giving people actual sugar, which is allulose, and those people lost weight compared to the placebo group, which got, I don't know what the placebo group got, but not allulose. What dose to take metformin? Yolanda, you need to talk with your medical doctor. It is a prescription drug, and so you need to talk with them about that. Carmen wants to know more about resveratrol. So the Oura Ring basically measures sleep at night, also measures activity during the day. So I put it on when I exercise because I want to record that. Hi, Kiko Smile. And then at night, it tracks my movement, and it looks at my heart rate variability, and it tells me how much deep sleep, how much REM sleep, how many times did I wake up, and so forth. Rainbow Maker Janice, I don't know what to pray for yet. Would you tell me specifically what you'd like us to pray for? Do you want us to pray for your health, for your family, for a great year for you, for a great year for your relationships, for your business, for your overall health, for peace in your town, for just a great year overall? Let me know what you'd like us to pray for. And then A188, please let me know what you'd like us to pray for. Like us to pray for depression. Is that so? If I'm understanding you, you have depression, you'd like us to pray for your depression. Okay, I didn't understand. I just saw depression. I didn't understand what that was. Okay, so let's do that. All right, so if you'd like to pray with me, please do. And so let me get your name, Rainbow Maker. Oh, Janice. Okay. So I'd like to send lots of loving, healing, supportive energy to Janice. Janice on her birthday. May this be a wonderful year for her, a year of good health, a year of great sleep, of meaning and purpose. And please help her with her depression. Please help her to feel good, to feel energetic, to eat the healthy foods and get the good sleep and get the good exercise. It's going to help her body feel physically healthy, and to get the nourishment and love from friends and family where she feels emotionally healthy and satisfied. And please help her to get through this depression and come on the other side and really to enjoy her day and feel loved and feel blessed and have the energy and the vitality and to really feel happy this year. So please bless her with happiness and joy and gratitude and help her overcome her depression this year. Sending you lots of love and blessings. And then any love and support you want to put in the chat, please send that to our dear sister, Janice. And happy birthday to you, Janice. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the Lion's Den. Thank you for being in Evolving Line. And thank you for your request for a prayer for your depression. All right. Please forgive me. That was a bit more serious than I usually get. So I need to kind of collect myself here. All right. If you're just here, please, if you haven't said hello, please say hello. Please put your first name and where you're from, or ask a question. And it's great to be with you here in the Lion's Den. You are welcome, A188. And then, do you have something you'd like us to pray for? Melly Mells, you want to see pictures of me from high school? I think I got my. Do I have that here? Is that what this is? Yeah. So I played lacrosse in college. I have a picture of me from college. Let me get that. Actually, I can't show that to you because the camera is. Oh, see, I just messed up the camera. If you're on YouTube, you would notice that. So I just the camera is attached to my lacrosse picture from college, and so if I take that, YouTube's going to go down, and that's no bueno. So I will have a picture. I will find a way to get you a picture from college, high school or college. Boy, how am I going to do that? If it's on my phone, I can't do that. I need to actually have a printed picture. So I will find something. My hair was not long in high school and college. I started growing it out when I was in Boulder 8 years ago. All right, sorry, I have to readjust my fancy setup here. Is that right? Okay. Okay. All right, so A188, what is your name? So we're going to send you some prayers for good health and peace and help with type 1 diabetes. Yeah, you can ask my age. I'm 40. Okay, Amy. Okay, so if you'd like, please. Oh my. Sorry, Instagram. I have another phone over here that has Instagram on it, and I just lost them. Let me see if I can get this right here. Okay, so if you'd like to pray for me for Amy, love to send birthday love and blessings to our dear sister Amy. Please help her to have a year of blessings and love and wonderful health and great peace. Please help her with her type 1 diabetes and help her to manage that. And please give her the blessing of peace and love and support from her friends and family. And just please bless her this year. Help this to be a wonderful year of her life. All right. Thank you for being here with us, Amy. Sure, Shane. Let's pray for your marriage while we're at it. All right. So if you want, let's pray for Shane Coffey and their marriage. Please help Shane in their marriage. Please grant them peace and understanding and compassion and empathy with their partner. And please help them to overcome any challenges they have and to grow closer in their union if that's what's best for both of them. And please help them to find and seek out the support from friends and family to help them through this difficult time. Please help them to experience love and gratitude when with each other rather than conflict and pain. And please help them both to take care of their physical health and emotional health during this time, so that discussions can be as productive as possible. And just please bless them and help them to feel your love and support. All right. We got Prayer Central going on. This is great. Yes. Thank you, Rainbow Maker. God bless you all. Absolutely. Oh, Mike. So my lion's mane is Roar Lion's Mane. You got to buy that from me directly. That's roarlionsmane.com. I will be on Amazon at some point. There's actually a couple steps involved in that, and I just want to market it, wants to sell it straight to you. You're so welcome, Shane. Avery, let's pray for you tomorrow. Avery Fox. So tomorrow, Friday, is actually relationship day. And so here's how this works. So each day of the week is actually associated. I don't know if any of you know this. Each day of the week is associated with a kind of a different theme and a different Roman god. And each of the Roman gods has a different like theme to them. So for example, Monday in Spanish, Monday is lunes. That's the day of the moon. That is a day of emotions. So I found that Monday is like my most emotional day. And so I try not to do work that day. I just do better if I just relax that day. Tuesday, if you speak Spanish, what is Tuesday? Tuesday is Martes. Martes, Mars, the god of war. So Tuesday is a day of action. So who's noticed that Tuesday you just get a lot of stuff done? You just get in action, get going. Hi, Russell. So Tuesday is day of action. Wednesday is miércoles, Mercury. Mercury is the messenger god. So Mercury is the day of communication. So Mercury is so Wednesday, miércoles is a good day to do communication, to have conversations, to maybe do presentations, to communicate ideas. So Wednesday, communication. Thursday is jueves. That's Jupiter. This is the day of good fortune. Friday is viernes, Venus, the goddess of love. So Friday is a great day for relationships. So Friday is best night for date night. Friday is better for date night than Saturday. Saturday is Saturn, which I think is the day of like cleaning and taking care of loose ends. So I love cleaning on Saturday. Who likes to clean on Saturday? Any Saturday cleaners? I used to clean on Sunday. It was a pain in the butt. Saturday, I love it. I get into it. It just feels good and natural. I really like it. So Saturday is the day, a great day to clean up, tidy up, and to tie up loose ends. And then Sunday is the day of the sun. Good day for family. Good day to be outside. Who know? Isn't that fun stuff? Isn't that really interesting? This is the best part of TikTok. Thank you. Yeah, random stuff. So a friend of mine told me that, and I've really been using that. And so I try to have a lot of conversations on Wednesday. I take a lot of action on Tuesday. I take Mondays off. I clean on Saturdays, and I try to do relationship stuff like with friends and family on Sunday. Sunday's family dinner, totally. Excellent, Jackie. All right, it is 1 o'clock, and I set myself an alarm for 1 p.m. Hang on, let me. I'll be right back. I need to turn off my alarm. There it is. Okay, I'm back. So I've been in Arizona, and I did not get great sleep at this conference. I left my melatonin and my sleep mask. Terrible mistake. So I got this figured out. I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow. I just got this new backpack that's like really big. It's perfect for travel. It's like the perfect travel size for maximum space, but still fits in the metal container. And I got melatonin and lion's mane, and so my lion's mane and my eye mask in there all the time. So that way I don't need to think about it. So I know my travel bag has my eye mask, melatonin, and my lion's mane. So I'm very excited about that. But I made that mistake, so I didn't sleep very well because I was in a different time zone and so forth. So this was awesome. Thank you for those who requested prayers, and thank you for those who prayed and sent energy and love to our friends. I'd love to do one final prayer. A dear friend of mine recently lost her dog. So I'd love to pray for my friend Danielle. Please be with my dear friend Danielle. Please help her and her mother as they grieve the loss of their dear dog. Please help them to process their emotions and to feel the gratitude of having this wonderful dog with them for so many years. Please help them to get good sleep, help them take good care of their bodies, and please help them through this difficult time. All right. So with that, I'm going to share with you some free stuff I put together for you. So if you're here every night and you've seen or heard this, you are welcome to go. But I want to let you know, if you're new here or if you have missed this before, I want to let you know I have a bunch of really valuable resources for you, most of which are free. So what time did I start here? So Frankie, I started today at 11. I went really hard at the gym, and then I did a sauna, and it took me longer to recover than usual. And so I started later than I wanted to, which is a good indication to me that I want to do this more so I can be in better shape. So my heart's in better shape, so I can handle the hard workout followed by the sauna, which is something I haven't done in a while. Anyway, long story short, I started late today. All right, so first, here's where you can get the free resources. Go to robertlove.net. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate that. robertlove.net is where you're going to get these free resources. So first, there's a docuseries. If you have chronic pain, there's a docuseries that I was a part of. I was interviewed for. And you can register and watch that for free. I think that's still going on. That might be ending soon, but you can check that out. It's called The Strange Pain docuseries. Who's registered for that? I know a couple of you have watched that. That's been helpful to you. Next is my Lion's Mane supplement, Roar Lion's Mane. So if you've got my Lion's Mane and you like it, or you have any experience with that, would you please put that in the chat so that way people can know what your experience is. So my Lion's Mane, I went to 33 different supplement companies. This is the best quality supplement at the best price that I could find. And I'm passing on the savings to you. I did, and so this is the best Lion's Mane at the best price that you're going to find anywhere. If you find a better Lion's Mane at a better price, I will pay you $100. I'm that certain it's the best. It's third-party tested, so it's got all these cool labels on it. Third-party tested, GMP certified. It's vegan. It's gluten-free. So third-party tested is really important. That means an independent company has evaluated the Lion's Mane in a laboratory and says to verify quality and safety. Yes, we do ship to the UK. We ship to Australia. We ship internationally. We ship everywhere. And if you get the larger package, shipping is free. So ship all over the world. Please be patient because it takes time. It's being sent from Utah. You will get tracking in your email. So it's third-party tested. It's GMP certified, which means good manufacturing practices. That is that's a standard in the industry to show that the supplement's high quality. Lastly, a money-back guarantee comes with a 6-month money-back guarantee. So I want you to try this, and then if you want a refund, I'm happy to refund you. Nothing to send back. So you take 2 a night. That's the dose. It may help with headaches. I don't know what's causing your headaches, Groby Mind. So I have no idea what's causing your headaches. It might be helpful, but it might not be. K-Mac, can I show the ingredients? Yes, but you're not really going to be able to read them because they're backwards. Go to roarlionsmane.com and you can scroll down to the bottom and read all of the ingredients. Jackie, just started taking it. I'm sleeping much better this week. Awesome. Thank you, Jackie. Yeah, the sleep for this is amazing. And this is so inexpensive. This is like 50 cents a day. Can you imagine paying 50 cents to improve your sleep quality? Oh my gosh. That is like one of the most valuable things I can offer you is better sleep. 50 cents to improve your sleep. I mean, what costs 50 cents these days? I mean, a cup of coffee is like $2. And that affects you for 2 or 3 hours. Your sleep is 8 hours. It improves your sleep. Oh my goodness. Such a good deal. So that's available at roarlionsmane.com, or if you go to robertlove.net, it's the second link there. Next are some free weight loss sources. Next are resources for weight loss. So who wants to lose some weight? Who wants to keep it off? So approximately 40% of Americans are obese. 70% are overweight. And so this is for probably 7 out of 10 of you. So I wrote a free ebook on weight loss supplements. I want to make that available to you for free. So just go to the link that says free ebook, the top 10 weight loss supplements, click there, and then enter your name and email, and I will email you that free ebook. Then after getting your ebook, you can get a free hormonal profile. I wrote the ebook with a great weight loss expert named Chad Tackett. Chad is one of the world's leading experts in sustainable weight loss, and we've partnered together to write you that ebook. And then you can get another free resource from Chad, a free hormonal profile. Your hormones affect your ability to lose weight. And so Chad will ask you just a couple questions. It's just an online form. And then you'll know kind of what your hormonal profile is and how you can best lose weight, where you hold weight, and so forth. Both of those are totally free. The ebook is free and the hormonal profile is free. You can get those under weight loss resources. Okay, any questions so far? Do we ship to the Philippines? Yes. It might be expensive for Philippine currency. I don't know what that is in Philippine currency. Okay. Next are some more free resources. Next is the Brain Fitness newsletter. Who's gotten the newsletter? Who likes the newsletter? It comes out every day. It's got free information on brain health, on overall health, on foods, on supplements, on spices, ways to improve sleep, tools to improve sleep, all kinds of great stuff. It's totally free. It comes in your email inbox every day. Please sign up for that. That's a great way to stay in touch. TikTok is under attack, and hopefully it stays here. But if it doesn't, I want to be able to tell you, hey, I'm on Instagram Live now, or I'm doing this. And so please subscribe to the newsletter. It's also a way where I can communicate to you. Next is my free report, my top 10 brain supplements. So some of you have asked what supplements to take for brain health. Well, I put that all in the free report. It's available to you for free. Just click the link, enter your name and email. You will get that free report sent to your email. Very cool. I think about 5,000 of you have gotten that. So hopefully you like that. Yes, some of the supplements in the ebook sell on Amazon. My Lion's Mane doesn't, but some of them do. I buy my allulose on Amazon, Janice. Next, well, when I had my chocolate company, I bought from a distributor, but you can buy it on Amazon. Next is the free masterclass. So who's concerned about Alzheimer's disease? Who knows someone who has early stage Alzheimer's, someone who has memory loss? If you have memory loss, if that describes you, then this next free resource is for you. It is a masterclass that I did that is it's 45 minutes of the cutting edge science on how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. So just click the link, enter your name and email, and watch it. Take notes. And I made that to you. That's my gift to you. That's that's one of my gifts to the world. Not the whole world is not unlikely to watch it, but I want as many people to watch as possible because it's really, really valuable. So please check that out. That's the free masterclass, How to Prevent Alzheimer's Disease. All of this is at robertlove.net, or you can click the link below my profile. Okay, next, I was recently interviewed for a Newsweek article. You can read that under my profile. It says my Newsweek article. And then please follow me at least one other platform. It can be Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. I respond to personal messages on Instagram if you'd like to send me a personal message. So yeah, please follow me on at least one other one because TikTok, it might not be around. Next, if you have experienced long haul virus and you want help, I have a free resource for you. There is a free masterclass with Dr. Linnell King. Dr. Linnell King is a medical doctor trained at Johns Hopkins. No, I don't. I am on LinkedIn. I don't really watch it. I don't really use that. Chubba Doobie. So follow me on one of the other platforms, or follow me on all of them. I mean, it costs nothing, and there's content on all of them. So there's a free masterclass on how to heal your brain from long haul virus. So you can click there, register for that. If you'd like to work with me privately or directly, you can schedule a personal consultation. You can also schedule a free memory test. Where do we watch? Where do you watch the masterclass? So go to robertlove.net, lost my syntax, and then scroll down to free resources and go to free masterclass. I do respond to Facebook messages, but I'm in there less often. I'm on Instagram most nights, and I'll respond usually within 24 hours. Next, these are products for optimal health. These are not free. These are physical products that cost money. And so I use all of these. So all of these I'm recommending from a place of using them. And I really like them. So first is the Lion's Mane, right? This is my Lion's Mane. And this, I love how this improves my sleep. I like how it reduces my anxiety. And then I take it if I'm feeling jittery or feel anxiety. And I'll also take it to improve my memory. So this past week, Monday, Tuesday, I was in Scottsdale at a business conference. I took it before the conference saying, I want to remember what I'm going to learn. That was really helpful. Kiko Smile, yeah, hyperbaric oxygen therapy is awesome. I haven't done it myself. Next is Omnium. This is the Lion's Mane coffee replacement. Who's gotten Omnium? Who likes Omnium? This is amazing. I love this. They found me and they said, we want to send you some products, see if you like it. I love this. I tried it I knew immediately that I liked it, but I tried it for 4 days before I told people about it. I love this so very, very much. I'm sorry you had a panic attack, Kiko Smile. That's rough. Then I don't recommend you do hyperbaric oxygen therapy. That doesn't sound like it's right for you. So this is awesome. If anyone's used this, please drop something in the chat. Listen to these ingredients. These are all brain healthy ingredients, and it tastes great. This is like a hot chocolate. I put this in my smoothies. I put this in my coffee. I love this in my coffee. I'll put this with my morning man in the morning, and then I'll use this in the afternoon to reduce anxiety. Here are the ingredients: organic cacao powder, organic lion's mane, organic reishi, organic chaga, organic cordyceps, L-theanine, organic ashwagandha, organic maca, organic Ceylon cinnamon, organic curcumin, pink Himalayan sea salt, stevia extract, black fruit pepper. So it's got curcumin, which helps reduce the accumulation of plaque in the brain, and it's got the black pepper that increases the absorption of curcumin. This is put together by very smart people. I wish I made this. I'm envious that they made this formula. I've been trying to do this for a long time. It's awesome. It tastes so good. It tastes like a hot chocolate. You can mix this in your favorite non-dairy milk. I mix it with MCT oil and blend that. And I add just a little bit of monk fruit sugar, stevia. It tastes amazing. So here's how to get this. Click the link. Doesn't matter how much milk? Sure. So add like 12 ounces, 8 to 12 ounces. So click the link under, so go to robertlove.net, scroll down to products for optimal health, and then click the Om Lion's Mane coffee replacement. Here's how to get a good deal. So first, this is $50 a month. I know that sounds expensive, but that's only like a little bit less than $2 a day. When you subscribe, the price goes down to $40. Thank you, Joni. So Joni Christine says, I love it. Fantastic. Can you say more? Can you tell do you like the taste? Do you like how it feels? Yeah, I don't know if it's good for people with epilepsy. The keto diet is great for epilepsy. Nakisha or Naki. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but lion's mane, I would recommend the keto diet over lion's mane. It might be helpful for epilepsy, but the keto diet has been shown to be really helpful. So here's how to save the money. So when you subscribe, the price goes down from $50 a month to $40 a month. That's cool. And then when you use my coupon code LOVE15, the price goes down to $34. That's awesome. That's like $1.10 a day. $1.10 a day to improve your productivity. That's amazing. And to reduce anxiety. And a number of people have reported reducing anxiety. You can also use water. Sure. So this is amazing. So if you have anxiety in the afternoon like I do, this is great. I think this is helpful with ADHD. If you got kids with ADHD, give this a try. Seriously, give this a try. Money back guarantee. If you don't like it, if you don't love it, ask for your money back. It's a lion's mane coffee replacement. It's basically a hot chocolate that tastes great, that feels great, that's great for your brain. It's just delicious. And so that's how to do it. Subscribe, use my coupon code, amazing, money back guarantee. It's got lion's mane in it. I really recommend it. Next is the skin supplement. Someone asked about skin supplements. I love the skin supplement, Ageless Detox. That's great. My skin's pretty clear, pretty clean. Good stuff. I like it. I take it. You can read more about it at the link. Next is Morning Man. I love Morning Man. Who's got Morning Man? This tastes so very, very good. I got my dad on this. He likes it. He does this every morning. It's just a scoop in the morning in water. It's so great. So for the Om Yum, Joni says, I love the chocolate taste. It's easy to blend and my mind sorts everything. That's fantastic. So Lost My Syntax asks a question about my lion's mane. I'll answer that in just a moment. So Morning Man is like athletic greens, and it's terrific. It tastes amazing, and it's got the same nutrition as athletic greens, and it's less expensive. So athletic greens is $100 a month. If you subscribe, it's $77. So this one, same deal. It's $100 a month. When you subscribe, it goes down to $77. Here's the best part. Use my coupon code LOVE15. The price goes down to $66 or $64. That's like $2.10 or 20 cents a day. That's amazing. $2 for a meal replacement. This is a multivitamin too. It's got vitamin A, C, D, E. It's got B complex vitamins. It's got selenium. It's got zinc. It's got manganese. It's got magnesium. This is a multivitamin. So hot class. I'm not answering questions right now that are unrelated. You're asking about tips for 2020 vision. I'm not answering those types of questions right now. I'm just answering questions about the free resources that I've been sharing and then the products that I use. So yes, I'm ignoring your question, but the reason I'm ignoring it is because it's not relevant to what we're talking about. Does that make sense? And I'm not picking on you, but you're asking I'm trying to end the live very, very soon, and I want to go through all the resources and the products, and your question is not germane to those things. Okay, I'm happy to answer your question tomorrow if you are on tomorrow. Does that sound fair? Cool. All right. Yes, these products that I'm pushing are for my financial gain. That's totally right. Yes, Lex. I totally get paid when you buy these things. That is absolutely true. And I'm happy for you to buy them because they're great for you. I use all of these. I feel really good on all of these. And I want you to have them because I want you to have great health. And if you don't like them, you can ask for your money back. All these come with a money back guarantee, which I love. And I'm not selling you Wendy's. I'm not selling you sugar. I'm selling you 50 different superfoods. I'm selling you a meal replacement for $2 a day that's great for you and your family. So yeah, I'm totally pushing products that are great for your health. And yes, I do make money when you buy them, for sure. Okay, so that's Morning Man. Any questions about Morning Man? Some of you have gotten this one and you like it. Great. So a question about my lion's mane. Why is my lion's mane the best? Number one, it's not just lion's mane. It's 10 medicinal mushrooms. It's lion's mane, cordyceps, reishi, shiitake, maitake, turkey tail, chaga. It's got 10 medicinal mushrooms in it. These lion's mane work synergistically to produce a great effect. So that's awesome. Number two, this is so good for your sleep. It is just excellent for your sleep. Almost everyone reports an improvement in their sleep, if not within the first week, within the first month. It is awesome. So improvement of sleep, that alone is worth, I mean, what would you pay for better sleep? I would pay for a supplement that guaranteed to improve my sleep. I would pay $2 to $5 a day, no problem, for sure. And what would I pay to not get bad sleep? I'd pay $100 to not get bad sleep. I've done that. I've rented a motel room. I've been driving. I didn't want to sleep in my car. Paying $100 for a motel room. I did that for sleep. So sleep is really valuable. This improves sleep. I'd pay anything. Yeah, totally, Labby. Because if you don't sleep, the next day sucks. So what would I pay for a day of life? Whatever I needed to get good sleep so I could live the next day and be healthy. All right. So it improves sleep. It's 10 medicinal mushrooms. Also, it's extremely high quality. Here's why. It's GMP certified, which stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. That means the manufacturer is certified, GMP certified. That's a standard in quality. Next, it's third-party tested. I pay extra for that. That means an independent lab has gotten the supplement, evaluated it on their technology to certify that, yes, the ingredients are correct in here and that it's safe. So it's third-party tested, and it comes with the money-back guarantee. If you don't love it, you don't pay for it. I've 6-month money-back guarantee. That's amazing. So try it out for 6 months. If you don't love it, you don't pay. I've done 2 refunds so far out of over 700 orders. One refund, the person was allergic to mushrooms. And the other refund was the person ordered 3 orders. They only tried to order 1. So I refunded 2 of those orders. So, but that doesn't mean I won't get more. But that's the results so far. So that's why my lion's mane is the very best. Plus, thank you. The price is amazing. You are not going to find a better quality lion's mane at a better price. If you find a better lion's mane that's GMP certified, third-party tested, and is as good for your sleep as mine, I will pay you $100. And then I want to talk to the company because I want to say, how are you selling this for this price? How have you possibly done that? I've convinced you. Fantastic. So this is at roarlionsmane.com. Jeff says, I take it every day. It's awesome. Thank you. So roarlionsmane.com, buy 1, get 3 free. If you get the larger version, you don't pay shipping. Free international shipping with the larger version. That's amazing. Like, how cool is that? It does take a little time. Jeff says he feels sharper. Awesome. I like it for anxiety in the day. If I'm feeling anxiety, I'll take it. If I drink a bunch of caffeine, it brings down the caffeine jitters. I like it with L-tyrosine. It's so good with L-tyrosine. Jackie says it's great value. So Tinkerbell, it might be helpful for nerve damage. It does help with neurogenesis, which is the growth of new brain cells, new neural connections. Okay, great. And then someone asked Omium for diabetics. Yes, it's safe for diabetics because it doesn't have sugar in it. It's sweetened with stevia. So yes, Omium is great for diabetics, especially if you're reducing sugar in your diet for this. So this is great. I love this with my coffee. What's L-tyrosine good for? L-tyrosine increases dopamine. And so L-tyrosine can be a little stimulating and jittery. Excuse me. And so sometimes it feels uncomfortable. I've taken doses of L-tyrosine where I felt uncomfortable. This reduces that. This is great for that. You are so welcome. Talk to the middle finger. Fantastic. Okay. So that's what I got. 2 more resources for you. Actually 3. If you're concerned about EMFs, there's a device that I use that helps protect from EMFs. It's called the Harmony Pendant. You can read the data there. Next, my favorite coffee is from a coffee plantation in Guatemala. It's a boutique coffee. It's more expensive than other organic coffee, but it's amazing. It's called, my favorite is Mind Warrior Coffee. That's by the company Via Guatemala. I know the owner. It's a female minority owned company, and she wants to start an orphanage. She's really cool. So you can click there and you use the coupon code and save $5. Yeah, Kiko, that might have contributed to your anxiety. If you take L-tyrosine, try it with my lion's mane. See if you notice a difference. And lastly, if you'd like to be a financial supporter of my channel, you can be a Patreon patron for as little as $3 a month. And with that, I will share with you where I get my lion's mane. Or not my lion's mane, excuse me, my aniracetam. Aniracetam is very difficult to find. It took me 4 to 6 hours of searching online over a couple weeks to find where I got it. You can still find it. You don't need to pay. But if you want to shortcut the process, I share with you where I get my aniracetam, and you also support the channel, which is helpful to me. Okay, so any questions about the free resources, about my lion's mane, or about any of the products, any of the articles, any of the stuff I just went through? I'm happy to answer any questions, and this has been fun. And then if you learned something, please put that in the chat. I'd love to know what you've learned over the last 90 minutes. This is funny. I set my alarm to get off at 1 o'clock. It's like 1:25 now. No, I did not create the lion's mane product myself. I found a company making it. Can women take lion's mane? Yes. Can women take morning man? Yes. Morning man is great for men and women, and the decaf is good for kids. Get the decaf version for your kids. Kiko Smile, you learned a lot. Fantastic. How can I email you? You can email me at robertwblove@gmail.com or message me on Instagram, Jeff. Okay. Any other questions that I can answer for you before we take off that are related to what I just talked about? You're so welcome, Kiko Smile. Copy that. Fantastic. So it's my TikTok handle, robertwblove@gmail. Yes, it's totally bedtime. John Emmett. John, I love how you're here. I love how you like give me a hard time about stuff, but you're here like most nights. That's awesome, John. Big roar to you. Great to have you. Can I read what's in Morning Man? B Rizzle, if I do that, are you seriously considering buying, or do you like want to have me read like 50 ingredients? So I'll read you some of the ingredients. It's got spirulina, organic alpha powder, organic wheatgrass, green tea leaf extract, green coffee bean extract, acerola fruit juice powder, apple powder, broccoli flower powder, mango fruit. It's got adaptogens. It's got pea protein. It's got rhodiola. It's got milk thistle. It's got holy basil. It's got digestive enzymes. It's got psyllium husk. It's got bromelain. It's got prebiotics. It's got probiotics. You can read more at morningman.com. Make sure you subscribe, and then use my coupon code LOVE15 to save an additional 15%, and you get that locked in. So it's not just you get 15% off your first bag. You get it every single month. Check it out. So make sure you use LOVE15 to save the maximum amount of money forever. Get that savings locked in, right? You can't get Athletic Greens at that price. It's not available at that price. You can get Morning Man at that price. It's a steal. I had to negotiate that. I talked with the owner. I said, look, I don't want my followers to get a one-time discount. I want them to get a permanent discount. I want the 15% off every single month. And so I got that for you. So use that. You rock. Lost by Stintac. I just purchased Lion's Mane, but didn't use the coupon code. There's no coupon code for the Lion's Mane. The Lion's Mane, I'm not going to discount that anymore. The Lion's Mane's buy one, get one free, buy one, get 3 free. The coupon code is for the Morning Man and for the Om Yum. Good night, Janice. Happy birthday to you. Love and blessings to you. Yeah, the guy 88, try Morning Man. If you don't love it, you can get your money back. No problem. They have a year-long money-back guarantee. Maria, you're buying it. Awesome. You're going to love it. Yes, I drink Morning Man in the mornings. I love it. I drink Morning Man mixed with Om Yum. I like them both. They're terrific. Hello from Qatar. Awesome, the guy. You're going to love it. You had to buy 2, get 6 free. Awesome. Lost my syntax. That's a great deal. You're going to love it. So you got free shipping. Great. What brand Lion's Mane? It's my Lion's Mane. It's Roar Lion's Mane. You get that at roarlionsmane.com. Or if you go to Robert, so you can also go to robertlove.net and click on Morning Man, and then you automatically get the coupon. Or go to robertlove.net, click on Omyum. These are at the bottom, products for optimal health, and you get the coupon. So that those automatically upload the coupon. And then the guy 88, if you go to robertlove.net, Roar Lion's Mane is one of the first links, or go to roarlionsmane.com. I know I just shouted a bunch of websites at you. Does that make sense? Jack, try again. Try to subscribe, and it's love 15, all caps, love 15. You are so welcome, B Rizzle. Awesome, the guy 88. You're gonna love it. Okay, Kelly purchased, had no problems. Hi from Australia. Well, hello. Okay. Any other questions about that? So Jack, would you try again? Or Jack, if you're having a problem, send me a message on Instagram. I'll make sure you get it. There's no spot to enter the promo code. Get to the checkout page, and the promo code should automatically be there. If it doesn't come off, send them a message and send me a message. I'll make sure you get it. But the coupon code should work just fine. It should show up if you clicked. Good night, Shanti. Jack, if you click the link in my profile, or excuse me, did you click the link at robertlove.net? Then it should automatically load. Jack, you already ordered? Okay, if you placed your order and it didn't have a discount, send them a message and then say, hey, I want Robert Love's discount, but it didn't show up. They will totally take care of you. If you don't see a credit, and like they'll get back to you. I have a really good relationship with that company, and I make sure they take care of all my people. And so Jack, if you don't see the discount on there, it should be about $34 plus shipping. If that's not the price, then let me know and we'll get you set up. HVH, my Johnson's about the color of my face, generally speaking. How to order. So Santho, do you know what we're talking about? We're talking about the Omyum, the Lion's Mane coffee replacement. If you want to buy that, did you want to buy that or my supplement or Morning Man? What were you thinking of? All of them are available at robertlove.net, but which one were you interested in? Santos Pracy? I don't drink milk, Pistol Pete. I don't drink dairy. I do like alpha GPC. I think it goes great with aniracetam, Jack. So Santos, I'm just waiting for you to reply. If you don't reply, I'll just tell you how to get whatever it is that you like. Hi, Sea Green Sparkles. Thrifty Waves, I think magnesium glycinate's the best. Well, hello from Dubai. Just ordered the Lion's Mane Omyum. Awesome, Marlies. You are going to love it. You are so going to love it. All right, so where are you? So Santos Pracy. If you want to get Omyum, go to robertlove.net and scroll down to products for optimal health. And then the first link says Omyum. Click that, and then make sure you subscribe. That'll save you the most money. And then the coupon code will automatically load. The coupon code is LOVE, LOVE 15. If you get Morning Man, make sure you subscribe and use the coupon code LOVE15. If you use the links at robertlove.net, that will automatically upload those coupons. Oh, you love my Lion's Mane. Thank you so much. Hello from Cyprus. Fantastic. How is Cyprus? I bet that's beautiful. Oh, the L-tyrosine and Lion's Mane. That's not a product. So I don't sell L-tyrosine. You can get that very easily. Thank you, Sea Green Sparkles. I so appreciate that. If you want to do that, you need to get my line. Well, if you want to do it with my Lion's Mane, get my Lion's Mane, Santos. That's at roarlionsmane.com. And then if you get the larger package, you get free shipping. So roarlionsmane.com, you get my Lions Mane, which comes with a money back guarantee. It's third party tested, GMP certified. It's awesome. It's at a great price right now. There's a huge discount. Buy one, get three free. So check that out, roarlionsmane.com, and then just get whatever L-tyrosine you like, and that'll be great. So L-tyrosine and Lion's Mane together. Lion's Mane helps reduce the jitteriness of L-tyrosine, so that's really cool. So L-tyrosine can be a little bit intense, like a big cup of coffee, and Lion's Mane brings that down and makes it a little bit more. It makes it more pleasant. Yeah, Ranas, I'd recommend coconut or almond milk. I wouldn't do soy. Carmen, I check. I get a lot of supplements on Amazon, but just got to make sure you look for third-party tested. Lost my syntax. Lion's Mane helps facilitate the growth of new brain cells. It improves sleep. It protects the brain from inflammation and improves the immune system. L-tyrosine increases dopamine, and dopamine's involved in focus, memory, and attention. And L-tyrosine can be stimulating, and too much L-tyrosine can be uncomfortable. And Lion's Mane, when taken with L-tyrosine, it's a really nice blend. It makes it less jittery and makes it more enjoyable. They go really, really well. You are so welcome, 4,000 Downs. All right. That is all I have for today. Shandi, I see your question. I'm just not going to answer it. I tried to end the live half an hour ago, and I was not successful. And here we are. Oh, thank you so much. I'd like to do something in the day, but I just don't. I don't seem to make the time to do that. But I'll see if I can come on between 4 and 6 at some point. All right, y'all are awesome. I love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful night's sleep. I will see you soon. Good night, Instagram folks. Good night, YouTube folks. I love you.